What is up, guys? Alright, so today I'm going to explain to you how to do some very simple sigil magic. Alright, so how do you create a sigil? Now, I'm really sorry. I know you guys usually want to see a visual. There's tons of videos that you can see that have that visual, and it's really not that difficult. When I'm telling you, you can jot down the instructions, and you can do it yourself. Like, it's not that difficult. Now, first thing that you're gonna want to remember when you're gonna make a sigil is you're gonna have to create a phrase, right? So this phrase has to be what you want to make happen, but this phrase also needs to be affirmative, right? It needs to be as if I've already made it type thing. So if you want money, you don't ask, can I please have some money? You say, whoa, I have a lot of money, right? Or, oh my goodness, this is so much money. Or, where did all this money come from? You know, stuff like that. So let's change it up from money, because everybody's always needs money. A little bit more complicated. Let's say you're doing it to heal someone. Somebody got sick. You want to heal them? So you'll say you'll say that person's name, and then be like, so and so got healthy so fast. You know, so they got healthy so fast. It's like, whoa, they got healthy so fast. It's affirmative. They've already gotten healthy. Now what you're gonna do is write that down, right? You're gonna write that down, and then cross out all of the vowels. Take out all of your vowels. All right, now you got all your vowels taken out. Now you're gonna cross out all of the extra letters. So there's none of these letters are doubled. It's only one letter, right? No doubles. So now you've taken out all of, or you got that phrase. You've taken out all of the, what's it called? All of the vowels. You've taken out all of the duplicates, and you only got these last letters that are left. Now, this still might be a really large amount of letters, so to mix them all together might be hard, right? So you're gonna look at it instantly, instinctually. You have to be you gotta think with instincts, right? Don't think too much, actually. Think with instincts, and if something feels wrong, take it out. Don't think twice. As soon as you like, okay, take it out. Even if it's like even the slightest bit of discontent with that letter for absolutely no reason, just take it out. Doesn't matter. Okay? Now, me personally, what I do, once you've done that and you've taken out a few more letters, and now you're down to a very basic amount of letters, right? Now what you're going to want to do is translate this into an ancient language. Either Greek, like an older language. Doesn't have to be like ancient Aramaic, but I mean, the older the better, right? Because the longer that language has existed, the more it's been out there, right? You can write it with runes also. You can rewrite this in runes letters. Personally, I think that it's good to use Greek. Now, why? It's very simple. Because what happens is the Greek alphabet doesn't have a few of our letters, right? So what you're going to do is now that you have these final letters out here, and you're transferring it into either Greek, perhaps Arabic, which is very good because they're using symbols. Chinese can be good, but Chinese is different because to make a symbol for each letter, you know, that one's different. Actually, Chinese might be too difficult. Arabic is actually pretty good. Hebrew is very good. Latin is very good. Point is, in all of these alphabets, they're different from ours. There's letters that we have in our alphabet that they don't. So when you look at this letter and you look, what is this letter in the Greek alphabet? Then you put it down. And then some of these letters aren't going to be in your Greek alphabet. So that's another letter you get to take out. You see? So now that you have it in Greek letters, Hebrew letters, Arabic letters, Now you have reduced this sentence down to about probably 3 to 5, maybe a little bit more letters in this other language. And now what you're going to do is, let's say it's Greek, you're going to take these letters and you're going to create your image, right? So now, okay, I'm gonna, man, I'm not able to flip my camera around, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to show you guys. But what I was going, okay, let me see. I have a book right here, so let's come down to my book. Let's see if I can get a good. Okay, so now you guys can see this book here, right? So what's gonna happen is, let's say just random. I'm gonna just choose random letters, right? So I got Z, H, K, J. Let's add one more letter, and the C, right? So can you guys even see that? Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't think y'all can see that at all. So well, whatever. Okay. Alright, whatever. The point is that I'm trying to get at, and I'm not going to be able to because it's not showing up on the thing. And it's very difficult for me to see. Point is, if I make a Z like this, if I make that Z, I don't have to make the H big also. I can put this right here, right? I can go like this right here. That's the K, right? I can go like this. That's my J. And this right here is already a C. This is a C, you know? Or if I really want to, I can just go like that. So as you can see, the Z, I made it big. I made a K right there. There's an H down here. There's a J right here, and there's a C right here. Now this is not a real thing. It's not real because it doesn't mean anything. There was nothing attached to it. Now before this is done, what you're going to want to do is draw a circle around it. Once you make that circle around it, now that's it. Now you have your sigil. Now there's ways to make this stronger. You make this sigil and you burn it, it's out there, and now you have to forget about it and wait until it happens. But there are ways to make it stronger. Okay, now this is where you know, this might not be for the lighthearted. To really bring life into this and make it stronger and really show that this is, you know, something you're putting out there, you're going to have to add something to it. Perhaps you're going to want to burn something simple, like burn a red candle. A red candle energizes. So put a red candle on top of this, burn it, let it, you know, let it go out until it turns out by itself so that it's energized. Then brush the wax off and burn the sigil. And now you've energized it. You want to go one up from there. This is where it gets funky, guys. So, you know, don't judge me. You're going to want to masturbate on it. I know, it's weird, but the emotion behind it of doing that brings you to this heightened level. It's kind of like taking a drug, right? So to do that, and then you're looking, once you're like, you're feeling something, you know what I'm saying? You look at this, those emotions, that really, really charged up emotion, you're putting it all into this thing. You know what I'm saying? So now that you're putting it all into that, it's charged with that emotion. And that emotion is one of the strongest ones. That feeling is one of the strongest feelings. Other people might actually take your, what you released and put it on it and then burn it, because now it has life essence on it. Now it has actual life on it, the energy of life on it. That sounds some nasty, and some people might actually prefer the next thing I'm about to say because it's considered less nasty for some reason, but it's honestly, I don't know, I guess it's the same thing. You might actually want to put a little bit of blood. So if you prick your finger and just dab it on there, now you have just introduced blood, life force, onto this thing. And where there's blood, there's chi. The chi in your blood is going onto this thing, and now you're burning it, and it's going up into the ether, and it's tied in with this energy of yours. It's your personal energy attached to it, and it's up there, right? So the blood is not necessary, the semen is not necessary, jerking off is not necessary, or diddling, whatever you are, girl or boy, whatever. Those things aren't necessary, but it is what adds the extra oomph to these things. You know what I'm saying? So right there, I've just taught you how to do a complete sigil from beginning to end. And now it's just time for you to go and do what you got to do. If you've seen my videos from before, you can look up the standing up meditation, where you're standing up and you're collecting chi, you're letting chi come down from the heavens upon you. We're not talking about heaven like Jesus or anything, we're talking about just the heavens, right? So it can be your deity, your God, it can be just the planets and the stars, whatever it is, but there's an energy coming from above down. If you really want an extra thing, like extra energy onto this, if it's really that important to you, you can do a standing meditation for about an hour and just take that energy and dump it into this sigil before you burn it. Dump it into that sigil intentionally. Look at that sigil and take all this energy you just collected and just focus on the sigil and dump it in there. From your eyes to the sigil, from your hand into the sigil, whichever way you want to do it, but you have to be conscious about it. You have to think towards it and intend to dump this energy you just collected. Whether you collected it from the heavens with the standing meditation, whether you meditated for an hour in silence without thought over it, or whether you did any of the other things that I mentioned, you're adding energy to it, and that's what's going to make it more potent and better. It's simply going to work better on many levels, because your mind knows you went through this thing to make it happen. So now your subconscious knows, I want this thing to happen. See what I'm saying? So guys, I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna come back with some other tips and tricks in the Magi sleeve. If if y'all got any questions, holla at me, let me know. Anything y'all want to know, I'm willing to talk about it.